and welcome back to Affter UK, and what is the final segment of my fishing bonanza. I have been quite a few places over the last month, and I've been down south a bit, but now I'm in my local water at Kellet Lake. I've got Monday to Friday. We have again exclusively booked the lake for 5 anglers. It's now 12 o'clock. I've just got onto the peg. Someone was here before me. I've just got on, so I'm going to be setting my gear up. Now it doesn't look like it's going to rain, and I have been watching the water for the last 3 hours, so I've pretty much got an idea where I'm going to be fishing, and that is on the far bank. There are some clear spots over there, but I have to find them and do my leading and see if I can find those spots. But here I am, another 5 days. Can I actually get a fish out of this bleeding water for the first time in this session? Let's hope so. But first, like any other video that I do, let's get this party started. Cheers and welcome to Affter UK. I've been looking forward to that. So in the last few weeks, Bluebells, Todber Manor, Kent's Bank, and now I'm back on Kellet. So I've done quite a lot of fishing over this last month, and this really is the end of the phase of my fishing phase. I've got 5 days here. I need to catch a fish. I haven't caught any fish. I've been all over the place and I've not caught a single fish. I know there are only weekends here and weekends there, and there's not a lot of time on the water, but I could do with a fish. I really could do with a fish right now. So I would like to break my duck on this lake if I can before I leave on Friday lunchtime. We haven't met everybody yet. We're going to do that shortly, but the party gazebo is up. You would have seen that perhaps earlier in the shot. Basically, this is a summer social. We have done the entire lake. We've exclusively booked it, and we'll reel in of an evening for a couple hours, and we'll have a few drinks and a bit of a get together. The weather is absolutely fantastic right now, but not best for fishing, and that is going to change. The weather is going to close in on us. Oh. The weather is going to close in on us. How you doing? You alright? And when it does, that's going to make a whole difference to the fishing itself. So hopefully we shall get some results. So what am I doing? What tactics am I using? Well, I've actually got one rig which is a cat rig. It's a proper design cat rig. What I'm using some pre-drilled Hinders pellets, some halibut pellets for those. I know there's cats in here, so I put one in the deep hole, so I'm using them. And also I've got 5 kilo of 12mm stabilized tutti frutti from Hinders as well. Now I've used beaten anna and I've used all different types. I've not used the tutti frutti before, so I'm going to give them a try on here. I'm probably going to, I've definitely got one zig on. I'm probably going to bait up one area, predominantly where the catfish are, or where I think they are. And I'm just going to keep piling a little bit of bait in on that. Not too much, I'm not going to go mental, but I want to keep some bait going in. So what I'll probably do is next time I bring my rods in, especially my catfish rig, I've got it capped with a small yellow wafter, but what I may do is I may take the yellow wafter off, put on a tutti frutti, so I'll have 2 pre-drilled 17mm pellets topped with a tutti frutti bottom bait, which is a typical, it's a classic cat rig. It's your basic cat rig really, and I may use a lot of tutti frutti to bait up in and around that area, so I may try that. I've got one zig on at the moment, black foam zig. Now they do say that lighter colour works, but I've tried that. I have used a red one here, and I did get a take on the red one, but I'm just going to try for this afternoon with your standard black foam zig, My other bait is, it's an EXO pop-up cut in half with a bottom bait tutti frutti spliced together, so it's like critically balanced and it just falls down. There's a lot of weed and it's about a 12-inch hair rig, and it just settles down nice and steady after it's gone into the water, so I'm hoping that's just going to be sat on any weed that's out there. I actually ended up with peg 3 again, which was the last time I fished here on the Christmas social, was in this peg, and I just fell on this peg again. I'm not disappointed with that because I did get 2 runs, I just lost the fish. This is a person I don't really need to introduce to my videos, but I'm going to anyhow. So please welcome Dave. How you doing, Dave? You alright, mate?
Hey,
nice to meet you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you, Dave.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, who was that?
I don't know, he was just walking past.
He just keeps walking by. So here we are at Kellet Lake. Let's just see what we can do. Catch you later.
Hello! And welcome to episode 218. And this is a bit of a summer social. Some faces here you'll recognise. In fact, you should recognise all of them. Affter UK, Sideshow David,
yep.
Andy, Barry, who we saw at the winter social here,
And Carp King.
and myself.
Yeah.
Took a long drive up north, and we're back on Clearwater Fisheries for 4 nights.
The Blanket.
We're on the Runswater.
No, we're not.
Yeah, well, you know, 100% record I got here.
Yeah, that's very good,
yeah,
Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah, doing alright.
we're on the Runswater, which is Kellet Lake. And like I said, we're here for 4 nights. So
The fortnight.
I've had 1 can.
Fortnight's a
But-
kids game.
Right, guys. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's go fishing.
Let's
go fishing. Yeah, we're here on our little summer social. Now, this was supposed to be the France trip, but unfortunately France was cancelled due to lack of interest, and we are now here with our gazebo, and Barry is actually cooking us all dinner tonight. What are you doing for us tonight, Baz?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Spag ball for everybody. So that's, yeah, well done, Baz. Thanks very much for that. I'm sure it will go down a treat, just like 1 or 2 beers as well later on. So, without further ado, let's get on with the social. Let's have some fun. Despite Barry doing our wonderful dinner for us this evening, just a few minutes ago, one of the bailiffs came along and unloaded a couple of pizzas and 3 boxes of chips for us. Just said, there you go, lads, courtesy of Clearwater Fisheries. Apparently there'd been a mix-up in the delivery somewhere, and we reaped the benefits. So it was all rather nice. But thank you very much, that was very nice. Dave, that's a very ingenious dinner plate you have there.
It's absolutely perfect. It ships 1 kilo to my stomach without spill.
That's the most carpy bowl ever, that is.
So, yeah. A shame it was in a PVA bag, but I'll eat through that.
Well, the weather has definitely turned. It rained all night. I don't think anyone's had a fish. I don't know if anyone's had a fish yet, because everybody's currently bivvy bound. I've just come out and sorted the gazebo out so that we can at least sit and cook in it, as opposed to being bivvy bound, but I think everybody's still in their pits. Apart from that is Chris Fennell, who got completely wiped out this morning by a few swans. They didn't just take 1 rod out, they took the lot out, so he got completely wiped out by swans. And when he was bringing his gear in, he was bringing in just clumps of weed too, so he's had to cut line, bring it in, bin it, redo everything, redo his rods. He started from scratch completely. The swans did a proper job on him. I keep telling Dave not to keep messing with his remote control swan. He's got this big swan, looks real, he just drives it around wiping people's rods out. It's really funny. I do have to change my baits over. I know One of them, which is my pellets from my cat rig, I know they will have gone overnight. They were just degraded, so I'll have to bring that in, change that up again, rebait that up, and there we are. So still fishing one zig, one bottom bait, and one cat rig, which is in the deep hole. I'm pretty positive now that my pellets that I used for the cat rig yesterday have gone to nothing, so it's time to reel in that rod, rebait up again and get it back out into that same spot. Morning, Chris.
Morning.
Yeah, as I figured, it's just my little wafter left.
That's the longest air rig I've seen in the
Yeah,
world.
just my little wafter left on the end of there. The pellets have obviously gone. Christopher. That's Barry. Dave and Andy. Well, there is my new car. The Dacia Duster is gone, and this is my new car. This is a Ford Focus ST, and there you go, and I absolutely love it. It's useless for fishing, but I don't care.
What we should do, Matt, is buy a gazebo.
Yeah.
You know, like a social gazebo.
Yeah.
And we could all, you know, put it in the middle of the bank.
Yeah.
Where we're all not far off our odds.
Mm-hmm. Instead of
socialise.
Instead of everyone trying to get into the little tiny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to my one-man bivvy,
Yeah,
folks.
Welcome to Dave's house. We've never ever been to Dave's house before, have we?
No,
we haven't.
I've
have
never
we?
let you in.
No, he won't let me.
No, you're
Too
in.
big. I'm sat farting on his bed.
Matt's burst through my front door.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't give him an option to say get out.
Thank God he had the back door zipped up.
Yeah, so we never ever go to Dave's house. And let's have a nosy. Shall we have a nosy around his house? Shall we have a nosy? Right, let's have a look.
Have you told the viewers about your vehicle?
Yeah, I've just done it now. Yeah.
Oh, it's a disgrace. This bivvy. Who lives in a house like this? Look, it's in the water, but
Do you know? But it's all right. Yeah.
there's a spud eating IPA.
Yeah. Like a Pac-Man IPA.
You either love it
Oh, you hate
or
it.
you hate it. Yeah.
So this is Dave's house. And what bivvy is this, Dave?
Mine.
All right. Oh.
It belongs to Uncle
Oh,
Nash.
thank you, mister. Look at
My
that.
pleasure.
Do you know that's ice cold too?
It's brilliant, isn't it?
There's not a lot left in the box, to be fair now.
Well, ice-wise or beer-wise?
Just anything wise.
Right.
So this
I've got. You can take some of that ice from mine if you want.
There's not a lot in it, to be fair.
Dilly
That's and Andy.
dilly. Dilly
Oh,
dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Oh, dilly Dave.
Where? Oh, he's gone again, hasn't he? Yes. Gin and tonic afternoons. Can't beat him, can you? G&T afternoon.
Well, gin and lemonade in my case.
Well, yes, that's
because
okay.
I don't like tonic.
because we've run out of Jägermeister.
G&T, I say.
It's in my mouth. Oh,
That is rather.
there used to be some fishing content in them.
Yeah, they used to-
It's more drinks in jam jars and
Drinks and jam jars. Yeah, it's camping next to lakes. This
Sounds like
video is
sounds
not
like-
a fishing video, it's a
Sounds like
camping
a
next to lake.
Stereophonics album. Drinking from jam jars.
I don't even drink.
Well, that's stereo.
Chris doesn't drink.
We have proper destroyed Chris. He used to be such a. Oh, I remember the first time he went. Oh, I brought 4 tins of beer, or 4 tins of cider, or something like that. When it was like, oh,
And
right,
that was
yeah.
for a 4-dayer.
Yeah. Tin a day keeps the doctor away.
What's the score so far?
We did better in winter.
I don't like the swans up here.
No. I could sympathise with you for that.
But the swans are absolute.
Yeah.
It's
All
swans.
southern swans.
He waits. That's what he
Full of
does.
attitude. Always got something to say.
And I'll tell you what,
I've never had.
tick followed talk, followed tick, followed talk, followed tick.
Not the fish out. This runs the water.
Here's to waiting.
Congratulations,
Ahab
Chris.
says, I don't care who you are, here's to your dreams.
What's that fish put a hell of a fight.
The old sailors return to the bar. Here's to you, Ahab! And the fat drummer hit the beat with all his heart.
Right, guys. First fish in my session. 16 pound on the nose.
What you probably don't know is that Chris has actually raked his swims. He's been out this afternoon and raked all these potential spots and cleaned them all out of weed. And he's the person that's actually caught the first fish. So you can't knock him for that. That's hard work and just deserved as well. So well done,
Really,
mate.
really well. Really, really well.
I don't know what time of morning it is, but I've got a fish on, and this is my first fish on Kellet, and I really need to bring this bugger in. So wish me luck. Come on, baby. It's a cat. I've got my first fish out of this lake, and it's a catfish. It's a catfish. I don't know how big it is. Not big. 21 pound cat. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you my first fish from this lake, and it is a 20 pound catfish. And I gotta admit, I'm absolutely over the moon with this. I'm really chuffed. So let's get this beauty back in as quickly as possible. But there you go. I have caught plenty of cats before. I've caught a lot bigger than this one. But this is my first. This is my duck broken off this lake, and I can't tell you how pleased I am. I don't know what time it is in the morning. I think it's 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. But this is my first fish, and I am absolutely over the moon. And I love catfish too, so you can tell, can't you just? So there you go. Let's get this baby back in before we do any harm. In you go. Come on. Come on, buddy cat. There you go. I have spent weeks and weeks here trying to get a fish out of this water. And I knew there was cats in here. And I went for them this weekend, or this week, just to make sure, because I knew that if I go deep, proper baits, proper rigs, I can get a cat out of here, and I've done it. I have caught a fish at last out of Kellet Lake, and I cannot tell you how pleased I am. All my mates are asleep. It's the middle of the night, morning. I have no idea what time it is, but I can tell you, look at this smile. Yes, at last. My duck is finally broken. And for all those guys that backed me up and said one day, Matt, it will happen. Yeah, you were absolutely right, and today's that day. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for seeing it through with me. Brilliant. I'm over the moon. Let's have a drink to celebrate, and why not? 24 pound. 24 pound on the nose. And there we go. 24 pound. On the nose. Look at that beautiful fish. Second fish of this evening. Absolutely buzzing. Yep, buzzing. I can consider myself no longer a Kellet Lake version. Beautiful. Let's get this baby back in. 24 pound on the nose. Fantastic. And there she goes. Well, who would have thought? 6 minutes past 5, and I've just had a 24 pound linear. I'm done here. Yeah, a 24 pound linear. Is this my night, or is this my night? I hit a cat and a carp in the same evening. Absolutely fantastic. Over the moon with it. Chuffed to buggery. Chuffed to buggery. I don't know what else I can say. My tactics, well, feeding in for the cat was one, and the other one was baiting up a margin, and I put plenty of bait in, so it seems to be they like a lot of food. I wasn't just putting bags out, I just wasn't fishing for bags. I found the spots and I baited on those spots, and it's paid off. Also, that one was on maize as well, so I did my own maize, so I had tutti frutti with maize in an area, and that's what brought the fish home for me, so absolutely chuffed. Yep, what else can I say? Fantastic. Let's get a couple hours kip, let's let the sun come up, and then I can start bragging to everybody else. I don't know how everyone else has done. I've not had any calls throughout the evening, so I can't tell you whether I'm the only one that's catching or not. I don't know. I won't know until tomorrow or later this morning, so I don't know. But yeah, this was a happy bunny, and this is now a happier bunny. But I don't think I'll be celebrating in the normal way at this time in the morning. I think I'll be celebrating by getting my head back down. It was raining when I caught the fish, so I'm a little bit wet and a little bit soggy, but worth every single drop of rain, worth everything. All I've got now is 3 more days of hopefully doing the same thing, and I don't care if it doesn't happen, because I have achieved my aim, and that was more important to me. But yep, let's see how we get on for the rest of the week. What a fantastic start. Catch you later. We've got another social member. Pretty cat. You comfy?
No, been eating the crisps all night.
Yeah, it's been on. I tell you what, the bloody cat's made a mess in here too. What a mess.
Has he been on the gin all
He's
night?
looks like he's been doing gin, wine. Jesus. Well, Pullum Cats is nice and warm now. He's proper settled in. He's quite happy now, chilling out, nice and warm. But I am going to go around shortly and feed up the spots again, because I have not actually put my rods back in since last night. I didn't want to mess with the cat rig until I looked at it properly, because they can frame where you line, so I didn't want to do that in the middle of the night. I just sort of left it. I didn't need to put the rods back in last night. I was quite happy just to let it go, and there we are. So I'll have a look now, go around and do some baiting up before I put the rods back in, and that'll be it. I may even nip home for a shower. The shower's here, but I stupidly left my towel and soap at home, so I've got to go home for that anyhow, so I'll probably just jump in the shower on there. So I'll go bait up, probably nip home, come back again, and that's what I'm going to do. Time for some breakfast. Let's get going. There's a lot of colour going on there, Dave. I like your little blue table.
Very neat, yeah, I got it off a friend. Well, I say he's a friend.
Well, these will do, Dave, won't they?
These are very nice.
Yeah, you've got Patty's line.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Barry.
But you've also got a fish. Weighing in at
22.8.
22.8.
Minus whatever this sling weighs.
Yeah.
So it might be a scraper.
If you give
Fishing to the far margin,
yeah.
as the bailiff said. Found a nice little clear spot. Put some cell over it and some Hinder's bait and Anna over it.
Right.
And fished a little Lexio pop-up across to the far margin.
Yeah.
But it's been out 48 hours. And
Right,
it
but
just rattled off then.
So the patience, being patient was the key there, was it?
Patience, yeah, and
Yeah.
the tactical drinking we had as
Right.
well. Yeah.
So they're good. Nice fish that day.
Nice comment, let's get a bat. Yeah.
Let's not forget there is one casualty here. Poor Baz has just had his rods completely wiped out by Dave. Oh dear. Oh dear, so sad. Never mind.
Oh dear, how sad, never mind.
Did you untangle the tangle?
I'm going to do it now.
That's exactly where I wanted it. Get that fish in there. Hey!
Rather.
23, is it?
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
23.
Minus 20 for the sling.
Well, what I actually did for this one is that I actually fed up a spot for 48 hours, 36 hours, and then I just chucked the zig on it this morning, and it was only out an hour, and it picked it up, but it was a pink foam zig that got this one, and I think minus the sling about £20, so I'm really pleased with it.
Do you have any trouble with it, playing it?
Yeah, I did, yeah, it got caught up in the weed right underneath us, so I nearly jumped in for it, but there you go, nice fish, more than happy, second carp of the session, so I'm really pleased. I'm getting my revenge on Kellet at long last, aren't I? I'm definitely getting my revenge. Well, how about that? Fish number 3. How awesome's that? It's about time. Ooh, I'm so pleased. Yeah, it's about time. I got my payback on this lake. Yeah, I fished it long enough, had no success, and then last 24 hours, within the last 24 hours I've had 3 fish out. How does that work? I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything different than I've done before. It's... I don't know how it works, but I ain't complaining. Let's have some more. Let's have some more. That last one was stuck in the weeds there. It was a bit, I thought I was going to lose it. It knew exactly what to do when it got to the, it knew where it was going, it knew what to do. Get its nose in the weeds and then hope I pull like crazy, and then and it releases itself, but get itself off, shakes the hook, but no, it wasn't shaking that hook. It wasn't a very big hook, but it was in there, good and proper, so he wasn't getting away, I'm afraid, not unless I did a snap. And that's more than likely when the weeds, especially if he's rubbing up and down, so yeah, that could have been a lost fish, but there you go, it wasn't. It's mine.
Right guys, I just thought I'd grab Dave a moment. He's looking really worried because now how many times have we fished together? Sort of like, you know, me, you and Math, quite a few times now, haven't we?
Yeah, 6, 5, 6
And
times.
in all them times I've been giving Math little gifts, haven't I?
Yes, you have. Yeah.
On this occasion I've got you a gift, because all these times I've been giving Math these gifts and I thought, oh, Dave's a bit left out and looks a bit jealous that he hasn't got a gift. So on this time,
Is it nothing again?
I've got you a gift. No, it is something. It is.
Oh man, why are you pulling out your pants, Chris?
So, just for you.
Thank you. Do not bend.
I have opened it because I had to see what it was like.
They are amazing.
They are awesome.
There's a pair of socks for me on it, guys.
Do you know, I thought it was going to be underwear.
Oh, let me have a zoom in on them. Hold and keep them up there. That is fantastic. Yeah, that's amazing. I really like them.
Do you know what, Chris?
Well,
I'm going to slide a foot inside you.
So, wear them with pride whenever you're fishing.
My wife's going to love me now.
Wear them and they'll bring you some good luck, I reckon.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted with that.
That's my little. There you go, guys. It's me on a pair of socks.
That is amazing. Cheers, Chris. I'm
There you
actually
go.
very flattered with them. We're going to start doing different sort of cups. What's your next line going to be?
Oh, it's a bit better, this one, isn't it?
Swing it in.
Oh!
Almost.
Hurrah! The fish is caught.
Right, guys. Second fish off this run's water.
Well, right round the chops. You deserve that. Don't fall back, whatever you do.
Bending his fin forward. There we go, guys. Fish number 2. 22 pounds, 2 ounces. So, order 2. Second fish, 22.2. And middle rod, so rod number 2. Ronnie rig again. Seafood 12mm popper. Again off one of them spots that I raked out yesterday. Lovely jubbly. Get a few pickies and then get it back.
And here we are, Dave is trying to get in his second fish. Here we go. And in she goes. Jolly good show. Yay, number 2 for Dav. There you go, mate. Nice one.
25.7 on the nose.
Yeah, right out.
Further out.
Fish number 2.
Fish
Well,
is
I
a
brought
fish,
the
right?
average down, haven't I? I've got to do it all again now.
If he isn't in again, this is fish number 5 of Mr. Fennell. So what we've got going on here is Barry is currently holding Chris's catfish that he's just caught, whilst Chris brings in his second double of the day.
Hey?
No, it's in the net, isn't it? Yeah. His second double of the day. 6 fish he's up to now. Well done, Chris. And everybody hates him.
Let's just put the brolly up. It's raining fish.
And everybody hates him. It's raining fish. You.
I'm going to do the slime.
We'll do the slime ball first. Right guys, this put up one hell of a fight. And welcome to a new PB catfish. 45 pounds, 2 ounces. So heavy I've had to enlist the help of David to hold up the...
I've got the tail, which weighs about £10.
But yeah, I knew this was a big fish right from the start. Didn't know it was a catfish from the start, but after some of the runs it had, kind of had a feeling it might have been a catfish. And certainly is.
Well done, Chris.
Well done,
New,
yeah.
new PB.
Now let's get the other one out of the water.
Apparently,
Get that one back
yeah,
out.
apparently this is only a tadpole for up north.
Yeah, northern tadpole.
Right, anyway guys, so we had a double run, so we've still got another fish in the net to deal with. Them spots are really rocking now. Ronnie rig, seafood pop up. Nothing's changed. I love this northern fishing.
Well, you're certainly kicking our asses. Although I'm not complaining about my catch rate on this session, I've broke my duck. But what I am going to do, so for the last 24 hours, I'm going to rake a clear spot and clear a spot. It's worked blindingly for Chris. I do have some clear spots down there. I just want to make them a bit more prominent, a bit more clear, and get a bit more bait on them, and make sure they're just at a swan depth too. So it's very early on Thursday morning. We pack up on Friday lunchtime, so I've got enough time for them to recover and get back onto those spots. So that's what I'm going to do. See, all I've done is copy that man there. Rather moist, not because Chris is here. Rather moist, I'm a bit covered in shit, I smell a bit, but just have a look at the little pile of weed I've pulled out. So there's a fair bit of weed that's come out of there. And there we go.
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning, and Dave has to go. Is it work, or have we got other commitments? Work.
Certainly not fishing or fun.
Yeah, but still, not a blank. 2 good fish.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the trip, yeah.
Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? Yeah, it's always been a good laugh again. I don't know when our next fishing session is, but we've got other stuff in the bag that we're going to have to do.
Yeah,
we've got to get up in those hills at some point.
I want to do some hammocking,
Yeah, especially as it starts to get colder, we want to get up there and start having a bit of a laugh.
We'll see what's happening with France, won't we?
Yeah.
That could be off the cards, it's looking like.
Yeah, October France trip could be cancelled. Don't know yet, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway,
There's
Dave,
plenty to do, isn't there?
yeah, it's been a pleasure again, as always.
Yep.
I know you've got to go say your goodbyes now to the fennel.
Yep.
And
unfortunately.
yeah, and I really enjoyed your socks.
And the socks made the trip, didn't they?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. On the next video, you might see the socks.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. That'll be good. Anyway, nice one, Dave. And
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers, Matt.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Ta-ra.
So here we are. We got 24 hours, pretty much exactly left before the bank holidays come and start taking up the swims and start bucketing everywhere. You know what I've done this morning. You know I've been out early. I've raked. I've been baited up those spots, and now I'm fishing those spots, and you've seen the bait go in. One of the lads, Barry, he's moved. He's gone into the bowl on the far end to edge his bets, and he's taken full advantage of that and spread his wings out slightly. We've lost Dave. Dave's had to go to work, so we've got a little bit more room between the rods now, a little bit more water each, and everybody's utilising that fact. I don't think Barry's going to stay over there all night. Barry will probably bring in at the end of the day, come back here and do the last night of the social, because remember, before anything, it's a social first. So that's it. Until anything happens, see you later. There's Chris filming his 10,000 subscriber giveaway prize, 100 quid's worth of Hinder's bait. Well done, Chris. You deserve it, mate.
There we go then, guys. Matt is into a fish. And yeah, we saw Matt doing the same as what I've done. Cleared a spot in the weed using a rake. Put a rod on it. And here we go. Fish on. Definitely a tactic that's working this session.
Walking down to the next swim.
Oh no! Come off.
No!
There you go. That's more like it. Well, that was a bit of a nightmare, wasn't it? I lost one fish. On the other rig, I thought I'd pulled the line in, caught it, and when I went to reel in, just underneath the rod tips, the line had been cut. So the only thing it could possibly be is a pike. But there you go. Didn't even know it was cut. So I've got a full trailer now over to there. And I'm really disappointed, but there's absolutely nothing I can do. If your line's cut at the tip of your rods and it's cut, it wasn't chewed or frayed, there's nothing you can do, and I'm a bit disappointed, but that's the way it is, I'm afraid. That's fishing. So it's like a crack off, and sometimes they happen and then off it goes and there's nothing you can do about it. So, but I'm back in now, all 3 rods are back fishing again, and it only took a couple hours after raking to get a fish off that spot. Just a couple hours. So all this business about stealth and quiet and all that, 2 hours and they were back on those spots.
Right guys, so I'm with Math. Now yesterday I gave Dave a little present, and I said then when I was giving David a present, you know, I'd give Dave a present on this occasion instead of rather giving Math one of my stupid cat-based presents.
Yeah, well, it was nice Dave actually got something, and the socks were fantastic, to be honest. It was really, really good of him. And he has promised that when next time he goes anywhere with me, he's going to be wearing his socks. So,
oh God, I'd expect nothing less. Anyway, so then guys, I told a little porky yesterday saying I'd got Dave a present instead of Math. I have still got Math a stupid cat-based present.
I knew you had something up your sleeve.
Yeah, I couldn't go without a session without doing something silly. Anyway, so close your eyes, hold out your hands.
Hands or
well,
hand?
Hand would do.
Well, that just about says everything, doesn't it? Yeah, that just about says everything. Thanks, Chris.
No problem.
Appreciate that, mate. And I guarantee you 100% I will be wearing them on the next weekend. Not a very nice cat, this one. This is quite a rude cat, isn't it?
I thought with all the continued cat-based stupid presents that might be getting a bit annoying by now. I thought the angry cat looked ideal.
I genuinely haven't got you anything. That makes me feel really bad now. Thank you, Chris. Quite good actually, I quite like him. Right then, here we go. Just walking up, having a look at the lake is Dave.
That's great, yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dave. You alright?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, now the thing is, Dave had a sneaky idea that I was here and brought me a beer. I don't even drink. I don't even drink. Everybody knows I don't drink, so I've got a beer. So what I've done with Dave is we've done a bit of a swap really, so Dave's got himself a new cup too, so that's alright, isn't it? So it's nice to meet you, Dave.
Nice to meet you.
You also, obviously, Carp, yeah?
I am indeed, yes, yeah.
Have you fished here before?
Yes, a couple of times,
Right,
yeah.
and have you had any luck?
First a pike.
Right.
I put some back leads on. I had my line to tight, and they were swaying up and down, the pike took it.
Right.
The line to tight.
I've just lost my line to a pike.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he cut me right off down here, right in tight, so I don't know whether it swam into it or not, I don't know. Yeah, there's a few in there. We've seen some little baby jacks earlier on as well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So you're just having a walk round?
I am, yeah, just walk around there, and it's looking nice.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah, they do keep the place nice. I do enjoy coming here, to be fair.
there's David, maybe with you.
Dave is just left this morning.
Oh, he's David left.
Yeah, he's a chap who's had to go to work, so
Oh, dear, shame.
and so we all laughed at him and sent him packing.
Yeah.
You should see when you see the video come out. Chris, the Carp King over there, is giving him a present. And you wait to see what it is. I've just had another bleeding cat present given to me by Chris as well.
Another one.
Another one, yeah. And
You don't like them, do you?
no, well, I'm not into, I don't like cats, but it's obviously from a story from long ago.
Yeah.
And so Dave has got a present as well, and it's absolutely hilarious. But you'll have to wait.
I will, I look
I
forward
won't
to
give
seeing
anything
that.
away because it'll just give the secrets away. But it's really
forward
nice
to
of you to meet you. It's really nice of you to pop in, and thank you so much for the beer. I really
You're
do
welcome,
appreciate
welcome.
it. Thanks, Dave. Cheers,
Thanks
mate.
for that,
Thank
thank
you. I got myself a bit of a thirst on. What I would really like is a nice, cool Alska beer. Ooh! Well, that'll do. Cheers, Dave. Thank you very much. That is fantastic too. Nice one. So here we go, fish number 4, 2214. Hell of a story with this one. I'll explain in a moment what went wrong or what went right, but I was caught on my own rig from earlier. So here we go. Well chuffed with that, fish number 4. Let's get her back in as quickly as possible. Lovely, well chuffed.
Yeah? No? No.
No. Right then, this is my rig from this morning. Earlier on this morning, this line here got bitten off, snapped off, whatever you want to call it, at the rod tip, not on the far end. And there was nothing I can do about it, and as I said earlier in the video, it's just one of those things, there's nothing you can do. Well, what's just happened is, this rig started fishing, and it was still fishing, and it caught a fish. In fact, it caught a 22 pound 40, 22.14?
Yeah.
22.14. As it was swimming around with this rig in its mouth, with this trailing on behind it, it picks up my zig rod. My zig rod rips off. I bring the zig in, but there's another line attached to my zig, so I grabbed hold that line. It's my line, and on the end of it is a fish. So technically, I caught that bugger too. I just didn't have a fishing rod or reel with it, just hand line in it. And we brought it in, and there you go, that's the result of that. So this was, where is it? This was still fishing. And I'm so pleased, I'm more pleased that I've got this in than I have the fish, to be honest with you, because you just don't want that going around and around the lake, and there's nothing you could have done about it. So I'm absolutely chuffed that I've actually got it back. The super double bonus is that I had a fish on the end of it as well, so that's the story of that. So quite bizarre, yeah, it is indeed, but that's how it works sometimes. But it is fish number 4. And I'm claiming it. This is Chris. Chris has a video camera, very similar to mine. Only Chris's isn't working very well. Have you sorted it?
It hasn't recorded a fish since yesterday.
No, that's no good. You want a camera that records fish.
Oh, not Wet Willy.
There's Baz. Having a look, see if we can do a bit of stalking. Baz has moved over into the far end of the lake, just a little bit too far for me to go and see him with my rods in, but yeah. Seeing what he can get up to, see what he can see. Any movement. He's doing his best, he's starting to work at it now. Additional information, I've got to add this in because I thought this was quite funny. Kev was walking around, one of the main bailiffs who runs this place, who lives on the complex. He was walking around today with a guest, and they was walking up this path here, and they came to my bivvy and said, "Oh," the guest said, I've just watched a video on this bivvy." He said, "It looks really good," and I was thinking about buying it. And he took another 3 paces and looked into the tent, and I was sat there, and he went, "It was you that did the video I watched today." That was really, really funny. I thought that was hilarious. Just one more thing before we turn in for the evening. I did a little tiny review on this light not so long ago. This was the Go Zero mini lighthouse light, and I've now used it quite a few times. Like I showed you before, it comes with its own charge point. You can plug it in and recharge the battery for it. Now then, what do I think of it? Well, I'm totally impressed. I have been and always will be a candle fan, but because of the light switches on this, when you can have full light, half light. Now, sorry, did that come out alright? Full light? Oops. Full light, so you got 360 or half light, so it only lights up half itself. If you put it on that lower setting, which is that one there, which is very, very dim, I'll turn this other light off. It's very dim, but it's like a candle power. Oh, hang on. There we go. It's like a candle power, but gives you ambient light in the background. The camera doesn't pick it up too well, purely and simply because it's just a camera. But what I will say is that this has been outstanding. I've used it all week on low light. Look, and I've still got 3 bars. So an entire 4 nights of using this lamp, and it's still got 3 bars left. That, and I have used it for the last hour on full blast, and that really kicks out the light, and it so much so it's glaring on the other camera there. So I would say, if you're in for a light which is very usable in your bivvy without candles, but gives you ambient light, so if you wake up in the middle of the night and you need to, I don't know, you just need to see what's going on to pick stuff up, and this has turned out to be a very, very practical light. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a great light. I'm glad I've got it. Yeah, it's expensive. Yes, it is. It's not your £18 one. No, it's not. But I'm liking it. It's really worked for me. It sits there, and yeah, when I turn the camera off, or when I turn the other lights off, there isn't a lot of light. The camera doesn't pick it up, but I can still see. So I think it's worth having. So bear that in mind. If you're out for something which is practical, usable, rechargeable, and gives you everything that you need in a single lamp without using candle power, obviously with this, let me put some more light on the situation. Let's just turn that up. There we go. Right, with this inner cotton inner here, there is a, you know, it's quite easy for this to catch fire anyway, and if you're worried about candles and lights and flames and everything, then this just completely eliminates any requirement for that and makes it a completely safe environment. And maybe the way I'm going to go in future. I do love the candle power, I do love the ambience with candles, but I think this is a much safer option, and the time that you get with it, 400 hours on that setting, ambient light, is amazing. So any fishing session that you can imagine, unless you're going to do over a 400-hour fishing session, then that light is going to be suitable for you. Well, as with anything, as soon as we've finished our session, people are moving in for the bank holiday fishing session themselves. I know Chris and I have had a great time, and we're going to do our final farewells very shortly, but I thought I'd just have a quick peek and a quick chat with the people that are taking over and see where they're coming from, see how far they're coming from to fish this place. So we're going to have a chat with Marie now. Come on over here, Marie. So, don't be shy. It's only YouTube.
It's not very photogenic.
You're more photogenic than us.
Yeah. Look, you have no worries. Where are you from, Marie?
From Colne.
From Colne. Oh right, so I know that area quite well. I did some work there last year in Barnoldswick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did some work there last year, so it was not too bad a trip down for you then, though.
No,
And you here for the full weekend?
Yeah, till Monday. Yeah.
Till Monday, yeah. And have you fished here before?
Yeah, I think this is my 4th time. My partner's, I think he's around out here 6 times.
Right. And have you caught off here before? No, don't worry.
I'm copying you.
No, don't do that. Do the other stuff. Catch the fish. It will happen. It happened to me this time round. So I hope the best and good luck, Marie. All right.
Thank you.
one. There's 3 more fellas here, jumping in the swims just as we're pulling out. And who have we got from?
Andrew.
Andrew. From Colne?
Colne. Where from Colne?
Wayne from gents. Really nice to meet you. I really wish you the best of luck. Some of us have had good luck, some of us haven't done so well on here, but yeah, I've actually broke my duck on here, so that was I'm well chuffed with that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great time, have a great bank holiday, and you'll see yourself in a few days on telly.
Well, you're going to get it over the weekend, we'll be watching you, know what I mean?
We'll be watching you.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, guys. All right. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Well, unfortunately, all good things come to an end. Even this weekend, or even this week, it's finally come to an end. It's not been a success for everybody, but that's this lake. That is Kellet Lake. If you think you're going to come here and mop up, unless you're in, or get here, then it's not usually going to happen. However, that's by the by. The most important thing about everything was this was a social first, and it's always good to have time with people like yourselves. So on that note, gents, thank you very much. Thanks for coming up all this way, mate. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Thanks, fellas. See you later. Bloody Carp King.
Here's to waiting.